Welcome everyone. Here in this class we'll start with a new chapter, that is enzymes. Here from this lesson you have that is short question will come for 4 marks, and a very short question is also there. So we won't get any long questions from this chapter, but we have short and very short questions from this chapter. Now coming to this lesson, enzymes. Here what are enzymes? We might have heard this word many times, enzymes, right? That is from the in 9th class, 10th class, that is in the lower classes we have listened it, even in the first year. What does this enzyme word means? What are actually the enzymes? Enzymes are nothing but these are the catalysts. These are the catalysts which affects the rate of reaction. These are the catalysts, we can even say biocatalysts. The enzymes are the biocatalyst which affects the rate of reaction. Earlier it was a notion that enzymes will increase the rate of reaction. Enzymes will increase the rate of reaction. Later on it was seen that enzymes not only just increase the rate of reaction, but it can also decrease the reaction. Enzymes not only increase the rate of reaction, but they are capable of even decreasing the rate of reaction. So it depends what is required at that time. What is required, whether the rate of enzyme should be high, that is it should be more, or the enzyme activity should be decreased. It depends on it, but enzymes are the biocatalysts which can increase or decrease the rate of reaction. So in other words, we can even say enzymes are the biocatalysts. Enzymes are the biocatalysts. Enzymes are the biocatalysts which can alter the rate of reaction. Alter the rate of reaction. The modern definition for this is enzymes are the substances or the biocatalyst. Enzymes are the biocatalyst which can alter. Alter means it can increase the rate of reaction or it can even decrease the rate of reaction. So what definition we give? Enzymes are the biocatalysts which can alter the rate of reaction. So this is the modified definition for enzymes. Earlier it was said that enzymes are the catalysts which can enhance the rate of reaction, but the modified definition for this enzymes, simple definition if we give, so enzymes are the biocatalysts which can alter the rate of reaction. Okay, and here before we move on further with this enzymes, how that is, on what mechanism it works, what are the different types, what is the nomenclature and all, first let us see the discovery of enzymes. There are 3 scientists, many scientists has done the research, but 3 scientists are instrumental in the discovery of enzymes. The first and the foremost scientist here is Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur, he discovered during the fermentation reaction. So when he was studying about this fermentation reaction, he discovered that there is something in the happening, that is there is something in the that is in that substance which is causing the rate of reaction, which is causing the rate of reaction to become more. So he called that substances. That is, he discovered that there is substances which is affecting there are certain substances during this fermentation reaction, there are certain substances which are helping in which are what we can say, there are certain substances which are helping in the fast reaction of this fermentation. So he called those substances as ferments. He called those substances as ferments. He discovered that there are certain substances which is affecting the rate of reaction. He was studying the reaction of fermentation and discovered that there are certain substances which is affecting the rate of reaction. the fermentation reaction, and he called those substances as ferments. Louis Pasteur called those substances which was affecting the rate of reaction as ferments. Later on, another scientist whose name was Edward Buchner, he isolated that substances. He said that, Louis Pasteur said that there are certain substances which are affecting the rate of reaction. Okay, so he isolated those substances, who one? Edward Buchner isolated those substances from the yeast, and called them as enzyme complex. The substances which was affecting, he isolated the substances which was affecting the rate of reaction from the yeast and called them as zymase complex. Okay. First it was given the name as ferments, then after this isolation from the yeast, Edward Buchner gave the name as zymase complex. Okay. And later on here another scientist another scientist whose name is Kuhne, he coined the term, he gave the term enzyme. He said that the substances which are affecting the rate of reaction, so for those substances he gave the word enzyme. He coined the term. Kuhner coined the term enzyme. Okay. He was a scientist who gave that substance the name of enzymes. Enzyme means in yeast. He discovered, that is, it was isolated. Edward Buchner isolated it from the yeast, so that is why he gave the enzyme, that is the term for that substances. He coined the term enzymes, that is in yeast. So enzymes basically are the biocatalysts which can alter the rate of reaction, How they alter the rate of reaction? For example, here there is a reaction in which carbon dioxide reacts with water. And forms carbonic acid. Carbon dioxide in the presence of water, carbon dioxide along with water reacts and forms carbonic acid. Okay, so in the absence of enzyme, so here the product form, if I write here in absence of enzyme, how many molecules of carbonic acid was formed? Here only 200 molecules per hour. When carbon dioxide combines with water, carbonic acid is formed. If this reaction is taking place in the absence of enzyme, so how many molecules of carbonic acid is formed? 200 molecules of carbonic acid per hour. So this is the product which is formed in 1 hour in the absence of enzyme. If you do the same reaction in the presence of an enzyme, so what we get is 6 lakhs. We get 6 lakhs molecules of carbonic acid per second. 6 lakhs carbonic acid molecules per second. This is in presence of enzyme. The same reaction, if it is done in the absence of enzyme, so it is giving only 200 molecules of carbonic acid per hour. But if the same reaction is done in the presence of enzymes, so it is giving much larger amount of molecules, that is 6 lakhs per second, not just hour, 6 lakhs molecule per second. So the enzyme here which is used is carbonic anhydrase. We said that this reaction, when it is done in the presence of enzyme, we get 6 lakhs molecules per second, 6 lakhs molecules of carbonic acid per second. So which enzyme we have taken? carbonic anhydrase, the enzyme which is taken for this reaction between carbon dioxide and water to form carbonic acid. So, here it is carbonic anhydrase is the enzyme which is taken. So, what this enzyme, see here, in the absence it was only 200 per hour, 200 molecules per hour. Here in the presence of enzyme, see here what I said, it can increase the rate of reaction. When the rate of reaction is increased, then the product form will also be increased. So, how much product is formed? Much larger when compared to the product form in the absence of the enzyme. So, this is how it alters the rate of reaction. These enzymes, not just this one, enzymes alters the rate of reaction. So, it can increase the rate of reaction or it can decrease the rate of reaction. So, what here it is doing? It is increasing the rate of reaction. So, when the rate of reaction is increased, naturally the productivity, how much of molecule is produced, how much of product is produced. So, it will be increased. So, but enzymes increases, or not just increases, enzymes alters the rate of reaction. So, here we can see this one. Now, coming to this role of enzyme in enhancement of reaction. We said that enzyme is helping in the enhancement of rate of reaction. Here it has enhanced the rate of reaction and the productivity has greatly increased. So, how it is doing this? So, when we see there are certain, that is any molecule will possess a little energy in it. Any molecule, whether it is large or small, it possesses some amount of energy in it. For example, there are molecules. This is 1 molecule, 2 molecule, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, here molecules are there. Each molecule will have certain amount of basic energy present in them. Okay. So, here if it has 3, so it has the energy of 4, here it has energy of 5, then 4, here 5, 7, 8, 6. So, this it possesses this much of energy, it possesses this much of energy, and for carrying out a reaction, it requires, see these substrates, these are the substrates, we can say these ones, these are the molecules or the substrates which will be helping in the formation of product, So, for this substrate to react, they should possess certain amount of energy. Okay. For this reaction to be carried out, it takes 5. The energy required is 5. A molecule or the substrate should have this much of energy to take part in the reaction. Each substrate or each molecule possesses certain amount of energy, but those substrate to participate in that reaction, so it should have how much of energy? This 5. The energy that is the substrate should possess is 5. Okay. So, if it is having 5 energy, then only it will be able to participate. So, here how many, if you see this from the substrates, how many substrates can change into products, can take part in the reaction? It can, this one, because it has 5 energy. Okay. Then this one, it can also participate. Then this 7 can, 8 can, 6 can. So, how many molecules can participate? How many substrate molecules can participate? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So, the product form will be 5 that is, number of product form is 5. And how many substrates was there? 1, that is 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 substrates was there. Okay. In the absence of enzyme, how many that is molecules can take part? Because for reaction to take place, it requires 5 energy. So, in the absence of enzyme, how many can participate? 5 can participate and change into 5 substrates can change into product. Okay. 5 substrates can change into product. This is the product and this is the energy which is required for the reaction to take part, for the substrate to take part in the reaction. Now, the rest, So if enzyme is added to this one, if enzyme is added to this, so what will enzyme do? It will provide the space. It will provide the space so that the substances or the substrates with lower energy can come together and come closer and bind. So what it provides is, it provides space. For example, this is the enzyme. This is the structure of enzyme. Okay, so these substrates will come and fit in this space. Okay, these substrates with lower energy, so these enzymes will give them the space, so they will come here with this 3 and this 4. This 3 and 4 is given space. So when these are near, they will, that is the enzyme will give them the space to come and fit. Okay, so here now they come and fit in this. So now these molecules are very close to each other. These molecules are close to each other. So what they do, when they are close to each other, now these two make a bond. These two make a bond. So when they make the bond, the energy possessed by them will be combined. So here 4 and 3, it will have 7 energy. Now it can participate. Yes, it can participate in the reaction. So when this also participates in the reaction, then the product will be increased. Instead of 5, 6, 7 or whatever, that is the number of products will be increased. So basically what enzyme is giving? This enzyme is giving the substrates with lower energy. Substrates with lower energy a place to come together, and so that they can bind. When they bind, the energy will be combined and they will be able to take part in the reaction, and when they take part in the reaction, they can produce the products. They can produce the product. So this is how it decreases the activation energy. It decreases the activation energy and the productivity will be increased. So here activation energy, it is 3, it was earlier it was 5, now the activation energy is 3. Now the activation energy is 3, that is the molecule with 3 energy is also able to participate, and that is the molecule with 3 energy is also able to participate. How it has participated? Because it has come and fit itself into the enzyme, and because of this now it can even form the product. It can even form the product. So this is how it is decreasing the activation energy. Earlier it was 5, earlier the activation energy was 5, now the activation energy is 3. So this is how it is decreasing the activation energy, as well as when the activation energy decreases, what happens? The rate of, and that is productivity will be increased. Productivity will be increased. So this is what is the role of enzyme. So what does enzyme do? When it takes part in the when it participates in the reaction, enzyme will lower the activation energy. Okay, enzyme will lower the activation energy. By lowering the activation energy, it is enhancing the rate of reaction. By lowering this activation energy, it is increasing the rate of reaction, and when the rate of reaction increases, that is rate of reaction in the sense how many molecules are going to participate is being increased. So when it increases now, when the molecules increases, the molecules which participates increases, then naturally the productivity will also be increased. So how it is increased, we said that enzymes are the biocatalyst which alters the rate of reaction. That is, it enhances the rate of reaction. Here in this, most of the cases, the enzymes enhances the rate of reaction. How they enhances the rate of reaction? By decreasing the activation energy. How they decrease the activation energy? They give the space to the molecules which have lower energy to come and fit Okay, so when they fit, the activation, and because when they come and fit, they will also be able to take part in the reaction. So that is how the activation energy decreases, and when they can take part in the reaction, they will be able to produce the product. So the productivity will be increased. So this is how the enzymes will enhance the rate of reaction. This can be seen in the form of a graph. This can be seen in the form of a graph. So here when we plot this graph, so against this energy, potential energy and time, that is rate of reaction, we can even say. So rate of reaction and energy. Rate of reaction and energy. So now a molecule possesses potential energy. A molecule possesses potential energy, some energy will be there. Okay. But for the rate of reaction to be carried out in the absence of enzyme, in absence of enzyme, rate of reaction in this that is in absence of enzyme, in presence of enzyme. Okay, and this is your transition state. We are plotting a graph against activation energy and rate of reaction. We are plotting a graph against activation energy. Okay, that is molecule which the energy which is possessed by the molecule, and we are plotting it against the rate of reaction. That is in how much time it produces the product. So now this is your transition state. This is your transition state. Transition state means temporary state. Temporary state. So what happens here? In this, why it is said as transition state or temporary state? So what is happening is this substrate, these substrate molecules, when they bind with the enzymes, these substrate molecules, when they bind with the enzyme, they form the enzyme substrate complex. They form the enzyme substrate complex, which is nothing but the product. In this, enzyme substrate complex is nothing but the product. Okay. So now what happens? They form enzyme substrate complex. Now don't go this. When the substrates combines or binds with the enzyme, it forms enzyme substrate complex. Okay. So now as soon as this complex is formed, so what happens is, now this is the transition state. The enzyme substrate complex is the transition state, that is the temporary state. So as soon as this enzyme binds with it, as soon as this complex is formed, what happens? The enzymes will leave that complex, leaving behind the product. As soon as this enzyme complex is formed, now the work of enzyme is done. Okay. So it has done its work. Now the product is formed. So the product will be, the enzyme will leave the product, and what we get is the product. Substances, enzymes takes the substances, different substances together or substrate together, bind together. Okay, bind them. They will bind them. Okay, so when they bind them, the product is formed. That product is nothing but enzyme substrate complex. But to this product, enzyme is still attached. To this product, enzyme is still attached in the enzyme substrate complex. So what should be done is, from that complex, enzyme should be removed. Enzyme should be removed, and we will get, the enzyme will be removed and we will get the product. This enzyme will again go and attach with the substrate and then again make the product, again make the complex, and from this complex enzyme will be removed, we get the product. So here as soon as this product is complex is formed, so the enzyme detaches itself from the product, leaving behind product for us. So what we get in the end is the product. Okay. So now this enzyme complex is a transition state, okay, temporary state, and from this temporary state the enzyme has to be removed so that we can get the product. So this is the transition state. So for this to come, for this transition state to come, so what happens? These substrate should possess potential energy. This substrate should possess potential energy. So now, when this potential energy, when the graph is plotted, so here with this potential energy, in the absence of enzyme, the activation energy required is this much. In the absence of enzyme, requirement of activation energy. We said now these substrate require activation energy to take part in the reaction. So, in the absence of enzyme, the activation energy which is required for this to change into product, activation energy which is required for this to change into product is more. Activation energy required, these substrates will have the activation energy. So, more activation energy is required for these substrate to change into product in the absence of enzyme. In the absence of enzyme, the requirement of activation energy will be more. But in the presence of enzyme, the activation energy is low. In the presence of enzyme, the activation energy is low. How it is low? Because the enzyme is providing the space for those low energy molecules or low energy substrate to come and bind with the enzyme, so that it can also form the product, it can also form the product. So, here the activation energy in the presence of enzyme is lowered. Earlier it was, for this example, the transition state, for reaching the transition state, that is enzyme substrate complex, that is to form the product, it was having 5. The activation energy required was 5. But as soon as we gave the enzyme, the activation energy came down to 3. So, this is your activation energy and in the presence of enzyme, and this is your activation energy in the absence of enzyme. In the absence of enzyme, the activation energy is more. In the presence of enzyme, the activation energy is less. So, less activation energy, more molecules can take part in the reaction, and when more molecules take part in the reaction, product form will also be more. So, here the rate of reaction or the enhancement of reaction in the presence of enzyme is more when compared to the rate of reaction or the enhancement of reaction in the absence of enzyme. So, here how much potential energy is required? Activation energy is required, less activation energy in the presence of enzyme. In the presence of enzyme, less activation energy is required. In the absence of enzyme, more activation energy is required. So, this was the basic introduction of the enzymes. What are enzymes? How, that is discovery of enzyme, and how the enzyme helps in the enhancement of reaction. So, now in the next video we will see about the mechanism of enzyme, how enzyme works. We said that enzyme is combining with the substrate and forming a complex. So, what is the mechanism behind it? Okay, we will see the mechanisms in the next video.